Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Ethereum here on the 4 hours chart first, where we are still looking to our double impulses as a 1-2 here, 1-2 and a 1-2, and we start to see of course a signal of strength in a leading diagonal for a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuation for a massive wave 3. Now, basically, what we are looking at after this diagonal, of course, as a wave 1 or a wave A, we got, of course, the wave B or wave 2, hitting the perfect targets for wave 2, meaning, of course, giving higher possibility for the wave 2 there, and then looking for a wave 3 or a wave C, of course, in case we gonna reach the 1-to-1 fib level. The target for a wave C is of course the 3660, and we're looking of course to break it in case we are looking for a wave 3. If we want to see of course an impulse, then we would like to reach above the 3700, and then of course claiming a 1.618 here for a wave 3. Now, internally on the 1 hours chart here, we can see, of course, that this impulse is building and still, of course, pushing for higher, where we got a 1, 2, 3 here. Wave 3 is unfolding as a potential wave 3, of course, still unfolding toward the upside 1, 2, 3, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, this wave 5 is a little bit choppy, but of course, it's still impulsive. Don't forget that you can count your 1, 2 from there. You have a small leading diagonal 1, 2. 3, 4, and a 5, and then of course potentially even finishing wave 5 there, and then 1, 2, and another 1, 2 here, and 3, 4, and 5. By all means, we are building up several 1, 2s here for something very extended that it might unfold here for Ethereum, because we need to reach at least the wave C 3700. Without extensions, this will never happen, right? So we are looking for something very massive to unfold, of course, toward the upside. Let's move to KGT, and of course on Ethereum we have on the lower time frame, when we are very bullish, of course I go very low time frame because of it is much more accurate. And of course we are here in a triangle, very clear of course that we are looking for a triangle, and this triangle is A, B, C, D, and a E, and I'm looking of course to push for higher here. And that means currently on the very lower time frame here, which is of course you cannot really see it, we're still looking of course here for this potential A, B, C, D, and a E, and then pushing of course for something even much more higher. So one more high, I would say, at least here for wave 5 to finish wave 3, potentially wave C. Even I doubt it as a wave C. It has to reach of course much more higher. It has to take the high here, as the wave C, in case that we are of course, but I think we already even passed it. Sorry, this wave C is for the small, not the big one. So I would say even we have passed it. Let me check this, by the way. So if we pass the 1-to-1 fib level, this is already a signal. Yes, we passed already the 1-to-1 fib level. Wave C is very low possibility here for me. I'm looking, of course, for wave 3, guys. So that's very interesting for Ethereum. I'm still looking at least to take the $3,450 here, at least, of course, taking the high as an ABC there. Next, we're gonna see Solana. For Solana as well, we are looking here for our leading diagonal as a potential wave 1, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 1, and then A, B, and a C towards the downside. After this wave C to finish, of course, a wave 2 here, which is a 0.786, where we might, of course, push for higher as a signal of strength. We saw, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 still unfolding over there. Now, for this impulse, of course, as a 1, 2, you have a wave 2, very complicated and complex one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reaching our 1.618 as expected for the wave 3 to finish, of course, here in the white scenario. Currently, I'm looking, of course, let me adjust and update this wave 4 target, which it might be inside this corrective zone here. So since we have reached this, we don't need it anymore. We're going to keep 1.618. And then, of course, I'm looking for a wave 4. Now, the wave 2 is, of course, here a little bit very long sideways, and, of course, very long in time. So expect also something. It might be deeper, be careful, and then pushing for higher later on. However, I think that internally, even we're still looking for higher. We're gonna check this 1 second, but invalidation of bullish here is essential. So very, very essential to not reach the 127. If the price keep ranging above the 127, the price is looking for higher. So basically, Solana on the lower time frame, we are of course also in a kind of a triangle, running triangle, A, B, C, D, and a E potentially. Yes, it might unfold here. So basically, on the lower time frame, yes, this is a triangle that we are looking at, and we might push for higher still, meaning wave 5 still unfinished, guys. Your wave 5 is a 1, 2, 3. This is a triangle wave 4, wave 5 to reach even one more high before starting the wave 4. And by all means, the wave 4 will be updated. Be careful within the high. Yeah, so the higher we go, the higher the wave 4 will become here in the fib levels. So very interesting. I'm still looking for this, guys, to see a wave 3 unfolding. It might be extended. Be careful. It can be something very massive. And we might, of course, get a wave 4 later on, and then wave 5. And of course, since we have bottomed here, this is the lowest low there. That means, of course, very likely we're starting something impulsive, unless, of course, that we are looking at A, B here, and a wave C as an expanding flat. Well, that's why I still have it there as a wave C. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna see it. If it's gonna happen, then okay, it might be the case. I'm gonna remove this and put the expanding flat targets in case. Just here we go. So the expanding flat target is still even very, very high. So even if we are bearish, guys, we're looking for even for higher, but to be tested here. Yeah, to be tested in a wave 5, in a wave C. What if it is an expanding flat and we reverse? And this was the question today from many members on the Discord. Is it possible to push for lower new lows? Yes, it is possible. If expanding flat, for example, we might push for lower. If Ethereum as well will form an ABC, we might push for lower. Okay, so many altcoins also still have the possibility to push for lower, guys. So we're not yet 100% bullish, of course. For SUI also we are in a potential 1-2 here, big wave 1-2. Now the wave 2 took the 886, which I don't like it, but still valid. We cannot, of course, invalidate it yet, but of course 1-2, 1-2, and then wave 3 obviously unfolding toward the upside. This wave 3 here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, for the blue scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We finished wave 3 in the yellow, and we're looking for wave 4 in the yellow as well. All targets has been taken. Let's clean up. Let's keep this as information. 1.618 also as information. 1-to-1 fib level also taken here or broken for this ABC, guys. A, B, and a C. It is broken. So the wave C is above the 1-to-1 fib level. So that is very nice. It can be extended, but it start to be less possibility here. If we push for the 1 hour chart here, we can see as well a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is still unfolding here potentially, or finished, I would say, as an ending diagonal. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, can be very likely that it is finished here. And if we take a look also closer or inside it here, let me check. We have, yeah, still, of course, yeah, we have a signal, very strong signal there. And we have invalidation of bearish somehow, but it might still drop down because we have finished. Yeah, very likely we have finished here in diagonal, guys. We have finished in diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, if we push for higher, we gotta be careful. If we take the high, as you can see right now, that means we'll turn the ending diagonal to a 1, 2 here and pushing for higher, guys. So if this is gonna be very, very massive bullish, then it might happen. Yeah, so but be careful, it's risky. It start to be risky, of course. We are in the perfect zone, by the way. Yeah, so we hit the extended wave 5 1.618 Fibonacci level here for this wave 5 in the blue, taken from the 1 based on the 3 and giving us this area. So Yeah, I doubt it, guys. So be careful with it. 1, 2, 3, and then wave 4 and a 5 here. I'm gonna remove this, of course, for clarity, and let's see wave 4. So the wave 4, by the way, it should be taken from here. Wave 4 has to reach this corrective area or testing area here for wave 4. Okay, we're gonna see what it's gonna do. So 3 to finish wave C here. Wave 4, yes, I'm gonna explain this wave 4, by the way, in the magenta. So basically, as I mentioned, for all the coins, that they might still be, of course, looking for new lows in case we are corrective. The same applies for SUI in case we are in ABC, very, very extended wave C here. It might, of course, push for lower later on, and that might means the wave 4 here as a big 1, 2 here, 3, and then wave 4. But guess what? Guess what? We are very, very close for the invalidation. And that means, of course, this wave 4 even is a far, far possibility. Now, we didn't hit the actually, we took it. We took the invalidation. This wave 4 is out, guys. Very nice. So, yep. So, these are the updates for Ethereum and Solana and SUI. Of course, we're looking potentially here for something higher, but be careful. We might have a correction 4 and a 5 for most of the altcoins that we just analyzed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye.